In a twist that blended high fashion's precision with the endearing imperfections of human endeavor, Victoria Beckham found herself at the center of a charming faux pas during one of the most pivotal moments of her husband's illustrious career. The bespoke suit, meticulously crafted for David Beckham's investiture ceremony where he received his knighthood from King Charles, bore an unintended timestamp, a label embroidered with the previous year's date, a subtle glitch that eagle-eyed fans spotted amid the grandeur of royal pomp. This error, far from diminishing the occasion, humanized the Beckhams, transforming a milestone of prestige into a relatable anecdote of love, legacy, and the occasional slip of the needle. Victoria, the fashion titan whose name evokes minimalist elegance and empowered femininity, ventured into uncharted territory for this creation, her inaugural foray into menswear under the prestigious Victoria Beckham Atelier. Renowned for silhouettes that sculpt the modern woman's form, tailored trousers that elongate legs, dresses that drape with architectural poise, her pivot to suiting Sir David was a bold evolution. It stemmed from a deeply personal request, as David himself dubbed the knighting his proudest moment, a capstone to a life spent dazzling on football pitches and charity fronts. Drawing from archival elegance, Victoria channeled images of King Charles in classic morning attire, infusing the design with British heritage. A three-piece ensemble in sumptuous wool mohair, its fabric whispering of tradition while hugging David's athletic frame with contemporary sharpness. The jacket's peaked lapels, the waistcoat's subtle sheen, the trousers' crisp pleats, all converged in a symphony of sophistication, a garment that didn't just clothe but celebrated. Yet, in the rush of passion and deadline, the interior label slipped. SDB Sir David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, April 11, 2024. A year adrift, it was the kind of oversight that could plague any atelier, where threads of time tangle with threads of cloth. When Victoria shared intimate photos from Windsor Castle on social media, the internet's vigilant hive mind zoomed in, turning the blooper into viral gold. Comments flooded in, not with mockery but with affectionate amusement, fans dubbing it the knight's time travel suit, or praising the authenticity it lent to an otherwise flawless affair. For Victoria, whose brand thrives on perfection, this was a lesson in vulnerability's allure. It reminded the world that even icons err, and in doing so, connect. Her own attire for the ceremony amplified this narrative of poised duality. She chose a custom iteration of her signature Bella dress, a masterpiece of fluid lines and strategic draping that accentuated her lithe silhouette. In soft, ethereal fabric, it evoked a queen's quiet command, its neckline a gentle plunge that balanced modesty with allure. This look hinted at the atelier's future trajectory, an equitable realm where menswear and womenswear coexist, broadening Victoria's empire from Spice Girl to sartorial sovereign. As she stood beside David in the castle's hallowed halls, the dress flowed like a banner of their shared journey, from Posh and Beck's tabloid frenzy to this pinnacle of peerage. In her caption accompanying the photos, Victoria poured out unfiltered pride. A day we will never forget. David wears the first ever tailored menswear piece from the Victoria Beckham Atelier, a bespoke three-piece morning suit in British wool mohair, inspired by the timeless sophistication of British royal style. I'm so proud of you. Thankful for this moment and for my incredible team who worked so hard to bring the vision to life. These words, raw and resonant, encapsulated not just the suit's genesis but the alchemy of their marriage. David's knighting, bestowed for services to sport and charity, was a collective triumph. The footballer who scored for England now honored for scoring societal goals, from UNICEF ambassadorships to style icon status. The ceremony itself unfolded like a page from a fairy tale, Windsor Castle's stone walls echoing with history as King Charles extended the sword's tap. David's demeanor, humble yet radiant, eyes misty with gratitude, contrasted the suit's regal lines, his tattooed hands emerging from cuffs like badges of a battler's past. Victoria, seated among dignitaries, watched with a gaze that spanned decades. Their 1999 wedding, the births of Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz and Harper, the empire built from perfumes to palaces. The wrong date on the label? A mere footnote in this epic, perhaps even a talisman, proof that time bends to love's rhythm, not the calendar's rigidity. Reflecting on Victoria's design ethos, this suit marks a watershed. Her atelier, born from her post-Spice Girls metamorphosis, has long championed women reclaiming power through cloth. Now, extending that to men signals inclusivity, a brand maturing beyond gender silos. Imagine future collections. David's influence yielding soccer-inspired suiting, or collaborative lines blending his inter-Miami flair with her precision. The error, ironically, underscores craftsmanship's humanity, seamstresses toiling late, needles flying under atelier lamps, hearts invested in every stitch. David's path to knighthood weaves through triumphs and trials. From Manchester United's golden boy to Real Madrid's Galactico, LA Galaxy's trailblazer, his pitch prowess was matched by off-field grace. Launching 7, a grooming line that redefined masculinity, captaining England's 2002 World Cup charge, fatherhood's tender evolution. Charity 2, his work with Malaria No More, the David Beckham Academy, cemented his legacy. The knighting amid King Charles's reign symbolizes continuity, a nod to how sports knit nations. For Victoria, it's personal alchemy. From stage costumes to runway revolutions, her vision has always been intimate. Designing for David fused worlds. Her sketches annotated with his feedback, fabrics tested on his frame during quiet evenings. The team's dedication, pattern cutters, embroiderers, fit specialists, mirrored a family's labor of love. The label's misdate? Likely a hurried flourish in the final frenzy, yet it endears, humanizing the Beckham's gloss. As whispers of the gaffe spread, it sparked broader discourse. Fashion's fallibility, celebrities' relatability. Fans shared their own tailoring tales, wedding hems gone awry, prom suits mismatched, finding kinship in Victoria's oversight. It softened her image, the once impenetrable posh now approachable, her laugh in behind-the-scenes clips a melody of self-deprecation. Looking ahead, this could catalyze atelier expansions. Menswear capsules honoring British icons, perhaps suits for the King's Guard or charity galas. David's post-knighting ventures, ambassador roles, brand ambassadorships, might spotlight VB Menswear, the errant suit, a quirky origin story. In essence, the stitched slip was serendipity's gift, wrapping the Beckham's milestone in warmth. Windsor Castle's grandeur, the suit's splendor, Victoria's vision, all elevated by a single silly year off course. It reminds us, perfection lies not in flawlessness, but in the heartfelt haste that forges it. As David and Victoria stepped into their next chapter, arm in arm, the world watched not with judgment but joy, for in their story, errors embroider the richest tapestries.